Family, we back. I don't know what happened. Shit, but we back up in the mud. Shout out to Geo Scott. Is you the Geo Scott? Girl, I'm just playing. Look, we need to we finna get into part two with Miss Parker. Now before we talked to Miss Sheila, we had already start talking about Marquita. It looks like her and Shannon have gotten Dre locked up for whatever domestic thing has happened in a house. He is no longer at the house, and that is crazy to me. I'm not understanding. I mean, everybody but them getting locked up. That shit is unbelievable. But we're about to get into the rest of the vid. I appreciate everybody having some patience. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
That's
She'll
a
get
part
the
of her
kid.
caseload. Yeah, she'll get the kids because that's a part
Uh,
of her case management. And so is
but
Marquita's, but Marquita's not working.
Marquita, she yeah, up here it be up to whoever got the kids when they want to bring them. They don't even have to bring them if they don't want to. It's crazy. But normally it be like on a Wednesday, you go to the center and see the kids. But like I said, it's up to whoever got the kids. When they schedule is
Hmm.
open for them to bring the kids. That's how it is here.
Yeah, y'all. Marquita, Shannon doesn't have the kids, y'all, because Dre was saying that's where the household turmoil was coming from. Because it was like she's trying to bring the aggression from her because they see them separate days. Whoever got the
Right.
boys come one day and whoever got the girls come another day. And she was saying she couldn't make her money that way because they was fucking up her schedule. And I said, well, her ass, I told Dre to tell her ass need to go work at nights. I said, that'll fix her
Right.
problem. Get out of your house, go work at nights and get a house of her own. But like you said, Dre also told me they can't, nobody will rent to them.
No, they not. Nobody gonna see their name on nothing and say yes. And no Shannon, Marquita Harris, nothing. I feel sorry for somebody else named Shannon and Marquita Harris. Because they probably can't get nothing either. Just because of their name.
Yeah. Yeah, she
But I
was in the
don't feel
house.
sorry for them. I'm glad the kids is gone.
Yeah, they're gone. They're
I'm
gone.
glad they are. All of them. They shouldn't be allowed to have nothing.
Now I know that Shannon can't live with a neck because Drake told me because of the case, but he said he didn't want Shannon there either. He had nothing to do with the
Right.
case. He ain't got nothing to do with Shannon being the way it is or nothing. He said that Shannon made her bed and she got to lay in it, and that's where Dre was stuck at last week. Like he wanted her out of the house, but Marquita and Shannon was great beat the shit out of Dre last week when he put Shannon out.
I'm calling my brother back.
Yeah.
Auntie just laughed because Auntie like, hold on. Ain't nobody just beating the fuck out my nephew and I ain't know. You can tell Auntie that was that sinister. Like nigga, let me see what the fuck really going on because I ain't heard nothing about nobody getting their ass whipped. Like you can just tell. Hold on, look you good.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for him because it's getting out of hand with him, for one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because y'all not doing the right thing, but want to keep doing fucked up stuff. Tell on that man. You need to tell on your sister. If you wasn't there, tell on her.
Let's
Facts.
go.
Facts. It's that simple.
You
Let's
say you
go.
It's
wasn't
that
there,
simple.
tell on her. If you love Naziyah, tell on her.
Facts.
If you got stronger love for Naziyah than you do for Jarvis, tell on your sister.
Facts.
Cause she know. You can't tell me she don't.
Auntie, Yakaya said, "Do you know Kanaya Banks? Because I swear it's like she was living in Nazaya's shadow. They say it's Vari's baby mama, and she named her baby Kazaya. I have so many questions.
No, I don't know that look. I don't know his baby mother. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
But I know
What they
she's
go
a
ahead, sis.
baby herself. She a baby herself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What they saying Dre charges is Auntie.
I haven't talked to my brother since earlier
Probably
today,
okay,
so
when he's on the phone. Okay.
he said
Mm.
he'd call me when he go find out what's going on with him.
Yeah, Dre definitely said Marquita was there, and he did tell me. Dre did tell me a couple of weeks ago. That's the day that Shannon was trying to fight him because he put her out. He said, "Miss Parker, I'm going to tell you this." He said Marquita was there on the 8th. He said, "So I don't know what happened on the 8th, but he said on the 9th she wasn't. But he said on the
Right.
8th, Marquita went straight from work and went to Annette's house on the 8th."
Right.
See, that's really interesting because you be seeing little shit on TikTok saying that it was a fight that occurred between Shannon and Naziyah on the 8th. You just see little inklings of that. And I mean, if Marquita went over there in the 8th, then that would explain why Naziyah might have been having some stomach issues or some shit on the 9th. You feel what I mean? See, this is why it gets tricky because you got so many things that could have happened and you got so many grown people lying. It makes it so hard to understand where to fucking go. You feel what I mean? It's sad as fuck. This shit made me want to cuss so bad.
I know, cause he was telling me that when she first came up missing, he asked her like, "You want to go to your mother house and get some flyers, and we can pass them out on the west side?" And he told me, she said, "No, I gotta go to work." When they first started put.
See, and see, here's the thing. I was giving Marquita a little bit of the benefit of the doubt when it came down to involvement in this whole shit. Now, when you open up the door saying that, Marquita went over there on the 8th and then you seen Naziyah in distress on the 9th, now it includes her. Because I also remember, you know what I'm saying, right a week after, or sometimes I remember Marquita making a post saying that there was a sighting of Naziyah. Okay, so if you're making that post, now I make it seem like you might be in cahoots to cover up some shit that happened to your sister. You feel what I mean? And then when you think about Annette lying and waiting 24 hours before she reported Naziyah missing, see, now it's starting to make it look like a lot of the shit started at the house. And Jarvis might have just got involved in the shit because let's be honest, it was his fault. It was his disturbance that got all of this shit, got all of these people in an uproar. See, this is what makes the situation so hard because you can look at so many different situations. See, this is what I'm trying to understand. I'm sitting here and I'm really trying to understand as a woman who has daughters. I'm trying to understand what would make me still, you know what I'm saying, be very close to my sister unless I'm involved. See, you got to start looking at shit like that because here is your 8-year-old daughter on the stand and she is physically painting pictures of things happening not only to her but also to your sister's daughter. So it's like if y'all bitches is gonna be dumb as fuck over a nigga, y'all don't care enough for y'all daughters. So by Marquita wanting to house Shannon and want to goddamn be around a woman who holds the cards to all of this shit, it makes me wonder, like, was there a different situation that occurred? Cause this shit is starting to get real fucking crazy, bro. Like I ain't even lying to you.
Putting the flyers
It's
out
some
when they
crying
first
game
called
shit.
to tell
Yeah.
her she was missing. Just the nonchalantness of that when she told him, "Yeah, they say Naziyah missing." Like what? You ain't get up or nothing. You
And for her to tell Drake, I'm not going to post no flyers, bitch, that means you know what the fuck went on. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to protect victims number one or some shit.
right back to sleep.
Hold on, y'all, I'm coming.
They didn't care about that baby. We care more than they do,
Mm.
and we don't even know it. People all over this world care about Naziyah more than her own family.
It's sad. It's sad. And the fact that, she set her ass up here on Shank Rock's live and said, who, y'all would could have never caught me working at that shop. What? But your daughter was there. your nieces was there, and God knows how many other young girls was there in the same shop that you would have never been up there caught working in. They were there. Auntie. When I say you can't make it up, you can't. Um, mm, 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 mm. I hate it for Dre, y'all. I do. And like Auntie said, Dre is a good person. He really is. And yeah, she said I ain't no man. That's what she said. Um, did you hear her say that, Auntie? Auntie must have got a phone call. She might be talking to Dre's dad, so I want to give her some time. Um, yeah, I wonder what happened on Valentine's Day. Um, yeah, Sherry said I'm real mad all over again. Yeah, because the question is why, Marquita, why did you get Dre locked up but not Jarvis? And your daughter, this is why you lost your child because of what Jarvis had done, and the fact that you still sit with the person that helped
Facts.
Jarvis.
I don't get that.
Auntie will be back, you guys, but I'm gonna drop the link for anybody that wants to come up. I'm not gonna be here too much long because I gotta come back later and we're gonna talk this sick ass group of twins. That's the same age. They don't see to amaze me at this point. I was so worried about Dre, y'all. I said when he called me, corporate thugging Marquita. Cause he called me at 7 o'clock this morning. And I looked at my phone, I had woke up at like 8:22. And I was like, that's odd. So I called him back and he didn't answer. So this happened early this morning, guys. So I was like, Dre don't call me this early. So let me see. Hey Bianca, what's going on?
Hey, oh, let me turn it on. I got you on TV too. Let me turn it
Anybody's welcome to come
on.
up.
Okay. Hey,
Hey
how
Bianca.
you? I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on, Bianca?
What I got to say, Marquita is a part of it. That's the reason why she's nonchalant.
It gotta
She know
be.
what's going on. She was a part of
It gotta
the
be.
setup.
It gotta be.
Whatever happened to Naziyah, she know.
It
She's a
gotta
part
be.
of it.
It gotta
That's why
be.
she's like nonchalant. She don't care.
It gotta
None of
be.
that.
It
That's why
got
she's taking
to.
up for her sister and all that. And Dre, if I was him, I would have just one day I would have been gone. They wouldn't. What I would have left him in the house. He got a
Facts.
job, so he can give him
Facts.
another place. Ain't no way. I would have left both of them.
Facts. And see that's the thing that I feel too. Like Marquita at this point got to know something. Cause listen, I'm putting myself in a position if I have a sister, and you guys know that I'm very very close to my sister. But let me tell you something. When it came, if I don't got a responsibility to my sister, I got a responsibility to my niece. You understand me? So if I'm Marquita, I know for a fact that my daughter was touched, okay? But are you not thinking about Janiyah? Are you not thinking about Naziyah? You see, that's the weird shit to me. It's like, bro, I can't see myself sharing a meal with even my sister if I feel like she on some sucker shit. I don't want that sucker shit near me.
I wouldn't deal with stuff like that. All that toxicity. If I don't want a part of it, I would have been gone. He know
Yep.
better. Them girls, it's something wrong with them. They've been since they was a child. Their mother taught them that sick behavior that
Facts.
they have. So
Facts.
they think everything that they done is normal. Everything
Yeah.
they done is normal. What they was doing it to them kids, they knew what was going on. They was handing them kids off to Jarvis.
They was.
That's what they was doing.
It ain't no excuse.
And they're just sick and sad. They think everything, the stuff they do, they think that's a normal. Normal people like us, we don't think it's normal, but they think it's normal because they was taught that as a child. Sleeping with each other, mama having dudes, sleeping with them. They think that's normal. Sad and sick.
They think
Ain't no
that's
way.
love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They think that's love.
yeah. That's why they don't care what happened to Naziyah. They think it was okay what happened to him.
I
They
don't know if
recorded
y'all
when
heard
he
me
had that
before
old.
it cut off, but I said, why would she texting talking about do he need them? Why would she
Right,
be asking him that?
Facts. Facts.
You was giving them
Facts.
kids to him, and you
right,
know
Discuss
you were.
facts.
I'm not gonna text no grown man talking about do you need them today.
right.
She said that herself. I texted him and asked him
They
did he
don't have.
need them. Why you ain't text him and ask him did he need your son up there?
And did Marquita say on the
Cause
video
they knew
too?
all along.
She
That's an
said
ex-trafficking ring going on.
she
That's
said
what
she
it
wouldn't be caught dead at the shop,
Nadia
but
was
you
a
would
way
let
to
your
keep
daughter
Jarvis
go.
around.
is. Mm-hmm.
They
And all
used
other
her to
little
keep
girls,
him around.
they knew.
Mm-hmm.
And then what get me when she had at the hearing, she said that she asked, "Still no Toodle?" That means you talk to him over the phone. Cause why would you put still?
Yeah.
That means you talk to him over the phone, and
Yeah.
then you text him
Exactly.
again and confirm it if still
Facts.
no Toodle.
I said that shit. I said that shit too. I said that shit too. When you listen to
They
when
didn't go up there because they was giving
you
him a
you
chance
you,
to do
you
whatever he
definitely
was
I
gonna do.
never understood that. Who was on the stream with me when I said it? I couldn't understand that part too, because that's not how you lead. This motherfucker said she called Jarvis. He didn't answer the phone, but then the first text you see of him is still no tutor. Come on now. Come on, bro. That don't even make no fucking sense. That ain't how you start a text for somebody that's missing. That don't even sound right. So there was another conversation being had. Same thing with Naziyah. When Naziyah first sent the message to the Jarvis, you could tell that she was confirming he got whatever message she had to send prior to that. Them last three messages. It did not make sense to be a conversation starter. You know what I mean? It don't add up.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's why I asked
yeah.
him that. Why didn't you go up there instead of calling him talking about you haven't synced her? If you would have went up there, you would have synced her with him. But no, you gonna text him or call him if you seen Tuda. He ain't seen her. You know he seen her. You left.
And let's be real, with the way this case going on, we don't know if she didn't go up there. Like, we don't know what happened once they left that shop. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if she was sitting out in the parking lot to see who the fuck this nigga was with, and then seen that it was Nia and goddamn snap. I mean, it's so many fucking scenarios to this shit. It pisses me off so bad. And I heard what the teacher Miss Sheila said earlier. Don't be surprised if Naziyah walks in this courtroom. Let me tell y'all something. As much as I want this little girl to be alive, okay? That type of shit would set us back years. We already have a problem with the system taking black and brown girls serious. If that baby walks up in that courtroom, I can't even really tell you what type of feelings I would truly have. Now, the only way that I would feel some type of way or feel at least a little bit good is if the police hadn't hit her or something. But if they had been hiding her out and they bring her back, because bringing her back clears Jarvis, okay? So if she walks up in the courtroom, it's to clear his ass. I'm being honest, at least for the murder charge. You know what I mean? And that sets us back. That sets us back so bad because there's another 13-year-old girl in Ohio that's still missing. And body ain't been found. Now, if the police ain't working for Naziyah, what the fuck do you think it does for a little girl like Janiyah who has no media on her?
Let her
This
go.
shit here, boy.
Y'all let her go. That was the only place she went. So why wouldn't that be the only place y'all check? You don't hear about her going nowhere else.
She don't know.
School, and to that shop. That's it. If she went to the store, he took her.
Mm. Mm. No, they don't, Jamila. They do not have immunity. None of them have immunity. Nobody has seen them in court or nothing saying they have immunity. That is just somebody said that and everybody ran with it. They do not have immunity. But yeah, Bianca, you absolutely right. I agree with everything you just said. And Dre did say Dre definitely came out at the beginning and stuff like that. Because when I first did Dre, the next day that Auntie and them was
I'm gonna be real with you. If the YouTube is going in and out, I might be getting reported. So listen, let me just say something. Is my Twitch messing up? Let me know. Let me look on Twitch. Twitch. Is the sound messing up over here? Because I know exactly what's going on with YouTube. If it's not at all, that's what I kind of thought, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Twitch is listening pristine. Usually when this shit start happening, I might be getting, reported. It does that. It'll make it blink in and out. Okay, everybody on Twitch is fine. You know what I'm saying? So you might have to go back out of your YouTube and come back. It happens like that when a nigga be getting reported.
was up on the panel. Auntie told me when we got off the panel, she said, Miss Parker, I'm telling you, Shannon and Marquita is sitting right there. She said, that's why Dre's temperament changed. So I said, hold on, Auntie. I called Dre. I said, so Shannon and Marquita's there, right there. He said, yeah, they right here. I said, but Dre, I explained to Dre, I said, your story has to stay consistent. I said, and this is how it's got to be. And they was basically talking about Auntie. And, hey, Kenya Doll. Kenya Doll, you're off mute. Kenya Doll. You got to come back, Kenya Doll. I don't know what's wrong with your connection, love. But he definitely told me, he said Marquita was there on the 8th. He said she was acting strange. Dre also said she was acting strange on the 8th. He said he doesn't know what happened. He wasn't there. And he said he wished people would quit asking him, was he there for that? He said he wasn't there, but he said Marquita did act strange on the 8th. He said, now what happened on the 8th? I don't know, because he said all he knows is that the next day is when Shannon tried to call and say, Marquita, Naziyah's gone. She's missing. And I was like, but how'd they call on the 9th if she went missing on the 9th? Hey, Rashad.
Hey.
Rashad. What's going on, Rashad?
How you doing?
I'm good. Welcome.
How are you?
I'm good.
My thing is do Jarvis have domestic violence on his record?
You know what, Rashad? That's a good question. I don't think I've ever seen domestic violence.
Never seen it on there.
Never. It's not on there.
I don't like pedophiles. He a pedophile for sure. But this is my thing. I'm dealing with facts. We know him as being a pedophile for years, touching little girls and doing this and doing that. Now he never ever slapped a little girl, never ever choked a little girl. Even when the little girl told him to what's her name, Brandy, the little girl who took the stand,
Brooklyn.
And she said no, kept telling him no. He never went off on her, did her, or tried to kill her or nothing. Now this my opinion, my thoughts of the whole situation.
Let's go.
And we know about when females dealing with another female, especially your niece being pregnant by the man you love. She come home, oh, I'm finna go back outside. You going over there to his house and you going to that shop just to get done. You see the disrespectful stuff that was going on in the Texas from the beginning. Like, Shannon seen all that. She seen all that, know all that. That girl came in the house. Shannon went off, did something to that girl, and the whole family knew. The whole whoever's in the house knew where that baby at, man. Shannon especially, man. I just don't think he did it. Mm-hmm. I just don't think he did it. He touched that little girl, but I don't think he killed that little girl.
Let's go, Rashad. I agree 1,000%. I agree 1,000%.
Liked her too much. He liked her too much. Weird as it is, he liked her too much. He hoped that little girl got older so he could be with her when she got a little older. He did not want Shannon. He didn't want you. He had you. You had all these
And,
kids
and
there. He didn't
we
want
seen it
you.
in the text that she was texting him like, "Go ahead and go on upstairs and give her what you want and get back down here and take care of me." And
Yep.
that was like, dang, she had it. Like she said, I looked in the phone. You know, I seen you and I seen them texting between you and my niece. You been seeing that. Ain't no way a female. I'm a man. I have a grandbaby. Ain't no way I don't be around my grandbaby every day, but I'ma know my grandbaby's actions. Like, hold on, somebody ain't doing. Oh no, I'm gonna ask my daughter like, the hell, who you got at the house? So my baby doing too much over here. Like, no, when she come over here, she doing too much. She always want to be around this guy, that guy. No, my baby don't do that. So it's just hard for me. It's just
Naziyah
hard for me
wasn't
to think,
around nobody but him. Naziyah was never
man.
around nobody but him. Gave him all her passwords and everything. So it was no other guys. So she wasn't fast because it was only one person she was
Right,
talking to.
right. And
They
that's
knew it.
crazy because
You shared passwords and everything with her. They didn't even
right.
read half of the stuff that Shannon done seen. They didn't read half of the stuff she done seen. It's way more stuff.
I think the court people. I think they got something ready for Shannon. I think they got some. Me from looking at the case, I'm like they got to build up, and by them just telling Roxy and Mark not to get on there no more. Y'all messing up our case that we got building up. Y'all finding out a little too much. Like everybody, we doing an investigation of our own because we care about the baby. The baby is just being a baby. That man was a true pedophile. He looking at babies.
He was a serial pervert, and they are too.
Yeah, and that's just like any y'all female know. Like my grandbaby, I'll be wanting to take her for a ride. She's like, "Nah, I don't want to go for a ride." To go to a shop to clean up? Come on, man. That would have threw a red flag the first time she asked. Like, what the hell? Yeah.
Yeah, Latanya, I believe that too. And then where is the clothes that they describe on the flyer? The light blue jean shirt and the light blue jeans and the blue and white Nikes. If you look at everything that baby was on, she ain't dressed with no damn fat ass extra large pink fucking onesie and no red, black, and white shoes. She ain't dressed like that.
Nah.
At all.
How the fuck y'all get the hoodie she got on, but then don't have the coat? Where the coat at? Where's the blue outfit with the blue and white Nikes? Where's those clothes at? She went home to change, but she didn't have on what they had. That's Shannon's funky ass pink outfit, extra large. That's Shannon's funky ass outfit. Y'all done took that shit and threw it out there. Took her shoes because the poster, the poster that they Nissan poster, say she had on light blue jean shirt, blue jean pants, and blue and white Nikes. But on the picture at school, she got a uniform shirt and a sweater on. She don't even got a hoodie on. She got a sweater on.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's been so many discrepancies from the beginning. Ever since the lady not reporting her missing immediately. And from there, it just went down the fucking drain, Sheldon.
With a uniform shirt.
Right. That's
so where did all these outfits?
You said.
Where all these outfits
you said,
at?
like when Rocky
found that belly tubby ass pink outfit. That's Shannon's fat ass moo outfit.
Yeah, the pink onesie. The pink onesie was an extra large. You was able to zoom in on the tag, which to me, I always felt like them clothes was planted. It just was weird. The ID being random, the clothes being random. They planted these clothes because they wanted y'all to stay. They wanted the police to be further away from where Naziyah was. For them to be able to panic to plant, Naziyah is a lot closer than people want to admit. I feel that in my heart. She's either somewhere near somebody's house or somewhere near somebody's job, but that's the only reason for the plant. You feel what I mean? It's to throw niggas off, and it don't make no sense to me.
That motherfucking outfit said an extra large in the inside.
Mm. And like I said too, how y'all feel like I said too, Rashad, y'all? Since I got y'all up here, why would they call Bari to verify, not the Guardian, which is a net, to verify a shoe?
And he ran away. How
Yeah.
he know if he ran away?
That was the whole thing to me. Like, okay, Dad, y'all found it. They're just a whole nonchalant to the grandma and the auntie, and they just was too nonchalant about a baby being
Where
missing.
is the blue stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all found everything, but where the coat at?
Where the coat?
Where
Where the coat at? Where the oh God?
Where the blue and
The
white
character
Nikes?
coat.
Where the backpack? Hell,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Where the backpack? We don't got a backpack. We ain't got nothing.
We ain't got no blue and white Nikes, no blue jean shirt. Got none of that.
Nothing.
Where that's at?
Nothing.
The
I
character
believe
coat.
they got them clothes, got the dirty clothes, whatever they had in their house.
Yeah.
Got the clothes, staged it, put the clothes on Anetta and Marquita and Shannon. Got the clothes, put the clothes where it was found at. Them clothes were none she had on. That stuff was staged. They got them
Sure
clothes
wasn't.
somewhere.
For all we know,
Nah,
Shannon
them
might have
clothes
had it
wasn't nothing
on.
she made it home with.
Shannon might have had it
She
on.
made it home. She made it home.
When she
And
did
she
what she
changed
did,
her
they
clothes
took
and
it off.
told Shannon she was going to that shop, and Shannon got
They
mad.
just grabbed whatever pair of shoes was by the door. Shannon
Yeah.
had the Teletubby outfit on. It got blood on it. She took it off. She changed that shit. Threw it with her.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, threw it there.
And
Threw it
then
out
you
there.
said that.
She definitely went home, Rashad.
Did-
She definitely went home.
Yeah, man, I'm starting to feel more and more that she might have made it home, y'all. And when I mean that, it's like, because think about it. We really don't have no concrete evidence that she never went home. See, it's blowing me so bad that they didn't really investigate Annette and Shannon like they should have. I feel like the police department let us down big time because it's just like, what? Like we don't notice. We don't notice. We don't notice. And I wonder if they looked at that same ring cam so they could have seen cars that passed it later on that night. I mean, did the police department know what kind of car Shannon drove? You feel me? Did they know what kind of car Annette drove? Did y'all see something going down? Because where that camera was positioned, we will be able to see Cornwall going down Bedford and being able to see that stuff. I just don't think that it's certain things that was not done. You feel me? But we don't know. We don't know. And I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. And I hate saying this part. Because this nigga was sick. I hate saying this part. But listen to what I'm saying. The nigga almost seemed like he loved Naziyah more than Shannon. Naziyah checked this nigga more than Shannon. Naziyah actually checked this nigga more than all of his bitches that he had. I mean, the fiance. It is blowing me right now because it's just like, what the fuck happened?
Huh?
She definitely went
went
home.
home.
But she made it home.
Went home after being with Jarvis all day, yes. And the reason why I'm saying it is because her being with Jarvis all day is not like it's something new. Even the little 8-year-old, even little Brooklyn, Marquita's daughter, said in her transcript that nigga, she could just jump in the car with this nigga, don't have to ask nobody, go with this nigga and come back at their own leisure. If she was 8 years old and was able to do it, now it makes sense why Jarvis was like at 2:30 in the morning telling Naziyah, come outside. And the first thing Naziyah said was, did you ask him if I can go? A person that's sneaking ain't gonna say that you asked my guardian, the person I'm sneaking out with, if I could go. That's not gonna be the first thing that she would have said. So for her to say that means that these are things she says to them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not out of the norm. Cause nigga, let me ask you something. The last time you snuck out the house and some shit like that, did you call your grandma and ask if you could sneak out the house? Nigga, no, you don't do that shit. So that always bothered me in the first place. Like, why would she even ask that question? You know what I mean? And it's 2 o'clock in the morning. If you sneaking out with your auntie's man at 2 o'clock in the morning, the first thing you gonna say when he tell you to come outside is, did you ask him if I can go? Come on, y'all. Use your brain. For her to say that, she used to go all the time. Now you got to think about this. You got to think about the sick ass video she had when she was dancing with that man in the hotel room. This nigga wasn't hiding. This nigga had a beer in his hand. He knew that she was videoing. He was comfortable. For that to happen, the parents got to fucking know. The guardian got to know. Auntie got to know. For you to ask, do you need them? Some little girls? Come on, that shit wild. That shit wild,
we don't see none of this stuff, like you said. Don't see none of the stuff she had on. Don't see nothing that she had on. Where's everything she had on?
Exactly, Ronisha. She would have been like, wait till they go to sleep. Facts. That's what the first thing would have been. It wouldn't have been like, did you ask them? Man, lady.
Yeah.
And they don't show that in school. But when she on that bus, it don't even look like she got on the stuff she got on in the picture at school.
I think on the bus stop they're recording. They look like it's old or something. If they gonna put the man, whoever was riding the bus, on the stand and ask
That's
him,
what I said.
that's just weird.
That's who I would think. That's who I would think that we would see at the preliminary. You know what I'm saying?
I could have swore to God we would have seen the bus driver. Because goddamn it, can you verify on January 9th that she was on that bus? Because see, with the way that this case is going, that motherfucking picture could have been from the 7th. Just so Detroit Police Department could look like they... Because listen, man, let's think about it, bro. They knew they had already dropped the ball. Now they got to give people something. Because now the city, is starting to go viral. But when you think about it, they was already 30 days behind. They had already dropped the ball. At this point, I don't trust not nan motherfucker. I swear to God, bro. Because why in the hell haven't the bus driver been on the stand?
And the bus driver, for one.
Right.
He can describe what she had on. And I think the days are mixed up too, y'all. I really think they're off on the timing.
Yeah.
Me too. I swear to God.
Ain't no way Lisa Johnson gets on the stand and say, Jarvis checked out at 12 o'clock from the hotel on the 9th. And nobody said he came to the hotel that night, but they said prior to that day, they seen him. Okay, the prior to the day, hey Shay, prior to the day is the 8th. Nobody seen him on the 9th, but...
Now, hear me out. That could make some sense too. Because if it was prior, then that would explain why Marquita would have darted over that motherfucker to Annette's house. Because Shannon might have lost her shit on that day. That might have been the day where she snapped. I want y'all to listen. I just want y'all to be realistic. We don't know. We just talking. We just trying to figure this shit out. But what I'm saying is, think about it. People don't think that it's hard for a woman to snap. It's so easy, especially when you getting done like this shit. Like, bro, some of the text messages that Shannon had to read, it was hard for her to stomach. And we know she read shit because she checked the nigga. It's in her shit, in her testimony. She had called this nigga. I read some questionable text messages between you and TOOTIE. So, nigga, you already knew what was going on. This motherfucking girl, this lady probably snapped. I don't know, boy. This shit here is terrible.
Y'all saying the 9th. So,
right.
It makes sense.
Right. And then
that's the whole thing to me, too. Like, he was at the hotel on the 8th, but not on the 9th. He ain't take that girl to the hotel or
at school on the 10th.
Yeah, it's a whole I feel how you see Miss Parker like that. The days are mixed up.
And the teacher said, Rashad, don't forget the teacher said she had on a plaid jacket. Now wait a minute.
She did. She did. She damn sure did. Oh, she damn sure did. And y'all know she did too because we just reacted to the substitute teacher. I think like 2 days ago. And when she described what Naziyah had on that day, she said it was a plaid jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. This is why I'm saying that this case is so fucking annoying. No, like, listen, bro. It's like the truth is there, but everybody got different aspects of the truth. Straight up. Straight up. I feel like, I'm going to be real with you. It blows me in my brain that there's really no protocol in place when you see a 13-year-old walk into school and you can clearly see that her body is evolving and she may be pregnant. I feel like if there was enough staff, and maybe it just wasn't enough staff, but I just wish there was enough staff that just felt like that shit was so abnormal till they would have called somebody. Like, God damn, like, I just don't understand that. Like, to me, if I'm a teacher, and I can't say what I do when there's cuts and shit. I mean, I can't say, but I would say morally, I would think that if I seen a 12-year-old and 13-year-old girl that looked like she's pregnant, I gotta tell somebody. I don't feel comfortable going home until I say something. That's just me. I just don't understand what the fuck's going on.
A plaid jacket to a plaid jacket to a character jacket. There's too many damn jackets and clothes.
To a blue jean shirt. Like
Naziyah went from this big to very thick in a matter of time. Swear to God.
blue jean shirt.
And it's too much
Then
going
she had the hoodie on. What she had on about 7 outfits. Just walking, taking them off, putting them back on somewhere.
She got them all
And
in
she
her
could have been
backpack.
9 months pregnant. She couldn't fit that pink outfit they said was hers.
Nah. And that's another, man, y'all females and being around your baby, man, ain't no way you couldn't tell me you ain't know that she pregnant, knowing she throwing up, knowing all that. Man, I'm a man and I'm gonna know that. I got 4 daughters, man. I knew when my daughter first had sex. Like I told my wife, I say, baby, she had sex. She ain't mouthing off just because she just be mouthing off. We ain't raised her like that. Somebody touching my baby. She came, we had a talk with her. She said, y'all just don't know. Yeah. Ain't no way females, it's all females in there and don't know. I ain't going.
You absolutely
and
right.
then about her, I always want to go with Uncle Jarvis.
See,
Nah, she ain't going with no Uncle Jarvis.
Fucking right.
No Uncle Jarvis.
And that's the thing that I don't understand is if a man can see these things, then you know that a mother, or auntie, and a grandmother should have. You're not gonna be Annette and you have these many children and you not recognize what the fuck is going on, especially if you were so close to glamorous. You know what I'm saying? Like, lady, miss me with that bullshit. Like, I have never in my life been so sickened by women. Dead ass. You know what I mean? Because, like, when you think about it, bro, she was failed by people that mirrored her. Her mama, her grandmama. Like, the list goes the fuck on. You know what I mean? It was not one person that could have just helped her, dog. Like, god damn.
Jarvis.
He was coming over there for her. He wasn't coming over there for his kids or nothing. You don't hear Shannon say, well, he used to buy the kids nothing. He ain't bought them kids nothing.
And then, you know, and I love how that judge let them have it on that stand, on that, when she got back up there at the end and it was like, talking about he went never in the house. He made it in that house, girl. You got videos of him in the house. 5 years?
He done slept in that house. If you pay attention to the text messages, when they was going in the basement and gone upstairs and hit her and come back, it was 2 a.m.
Man, and not only just that, it was so many times where they rendezvoused in the house. And when you have that many kids, you know what I'm saying? It's nowhere in the world that the kids ain't see something that look unorthodox. Them babies been peeping Jarvis and Naziyah, you know what I'm saying, with the handsy shit going on. It was too many people in that house not to see it. You feel me? And it was so many times in the text messages where, I mean, nigga, they was sleeping together every day damn near. So for people to say that them folks had a tight ship and he wasn't living there and he wasn't there in the house, man, we all know that shit isn't a crock of shit. And some of the text messages she was saying, meet me in the bathroom, come downstairs, let me hop on it real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's in the house. And let's not even add up the number of times that she was at the shop. If you go on her TikTok, on her this Instagram, you will see that it was many times that she was in hotels. So she also had been at the Park Quest a lot too. You know what I'm saying? The traveling and shit. Like, this shit is disgusting. Because these women, all they got to do is say the truth, bro. They know something, man. That's some lame ass shit.
Right.
I never seen no weak ass females like
His
this.
text messages is 1, 2, 3 in the morning. He in the house. How they going in the basement at 2 in the morning if he not in the house?
This nigga's stealing her panties. All in her room when she ain't even there. Nigga, shut up. People
If
lying
he's not
like
in the
hell.
Mm.
Nah.
And I'm gonna
Some of
play
them
some.
messages was in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that was too late. And they said that she did phenomenal in school. Man, you can't.
No, them messages when she was living with Shannon, they was all at Annette house at this time. You feel what I'm saying? Shannon was there though. You know what I'm saying? Cause Naziyah told the man a couple of times, please give her some D so she'll relax. Cause they was over there talking about Shannon, about her having an attitude. And Naziyah was like, well, she just needs some. And she was begging Jarvis to give her some. Do you know how that had to feel? Yo, I know Shannon felt crunchier than a fuck. Shannon, I'm sorry if you ever stumbled across this video. I know you feel crunchier than the fuck, dog. Because not only that, Jarvis said he didn't even want. Yo, he said that was Naziyah's meat. I know that I had to like fuck her up to read that, bro. That's insane. Like, dead ass serious. It's almost to the point to where like I would respect Shannon a lot more if she did hypothetically do this to Naziyah, say it and tell the truth. I snapped. I heard it. I will almost understand that a lot more. Because what the fuck, bro? I don't care what nobody say, bro. I don't care what nobody say. That's some heart gut wrenching shit. For any woman.
Can't go on and stay up all night and every night and tell me what your production and work gonna look like. It's gonna be a mess. You heard me? I've been unproductive because you know what I'm saying, I'm up all night meddling, doing something I ain't got no business. And guess what? When I wake up, I'm
unlocking the side door, turning the camera on. She had other things.
Yeah.
Let me ask you females this. Do y'all think he had a threesome with Shannon and Naziyah?
I almost want to say I think it probably did. The reason why I'm saying this is because it was like almost Shannon was too comfortable sending this little girl to him. Unless Jarvis manipulated her. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is when it gets. Let's just watch it, because I don't fucking. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I wouldn't put it past it at this fucking time.
Heck no, Naziyah ain't want to touch her fat ass.
But you know, it is good. That's a good question, Rashad, because we don't know what's in the text messages. We really don't know, because
they're scattered.
Remember Jarvis action? He asked Naziyah. He said Shannon. He said Shannon wants to come up with me, and she said, "Nah, you going to do her. Shannon just wants some D." Like Rashad was talking about the text. He just wants some D. Like, nah.
Yeah,
and I'm like, why would he say that Shannon want to come up if this is not something that's been familiarized in this home?
That she probably wanted
to. Right.
Naziyah wasn't with it.
Oh, this is.
And he asked her about her little friend that was with her that one day. Remember, he asked about her little friend that was with her that one day when he was sitting. He like, "Come, what your little friend gonna be down with what we, you know?"
Yeah, that's when she said she took Vari's girlfriend. I remember that conversation through text. Jarvis and her was talking, and she was saying that she stole some bitch from Vari. And that's in the conversation when he was asking, is she gonna be cool? Can we trust her? Can we trust her? You know what I'm saying? And all that type. See, it was a lot of shit going on, y'all.
Know what we do or whatever, however he said it. And she was like, I don't know, but I, talk to her or however he said it.
That's our bitch. That's exactly it, Georgia. That's exactly it, Gorgeous LaFleur. That's exactly what she said.
I think Shannon done did some things with that baby. And she got jealous that Jarvis loved that, like Miss T said, that like Amy said, like
probably thought he'd
he
like
fell
her
in love with
more.
that baby.
Mm-hmm.
Weird as it
He was
is,
doing
yeah.
too much texting and loving, and
And that's a fact. I'm telling you, nigga, it was like Naziyah had more of a hold on him than any of the females that we seen took that stand. And that's a shame. Cause let me tell you something, bro. The sick shit about it is he was giving all them bitches fantasy and game and not even parking the car in the driveway, walking over there and shit. And with Naziyah, man, he it was like he couldn't lie for I don't know. This is some crazy shit.
he was talking to that baby like she was grown. Like,
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
He did more for her than he did for Shannon or his kids.
Mm.
right.
Mm. This is sick. You know, I appreciate you, Auntie, for pulling up with me. Rashad, thank you for pulling up. Bianca, thank y'all. I'm gonna come back later with a Naziyah Harris live because it's something interesting that was brought to my attention, and I want to kind of go back and listen to it to kind of bring back up that date, the 9th or the 8th type of thing. How long? So I hope y'all pull back up, Rashad. Thank you so much. It's always good to have a man's perspective.
Victory White, that's a very great perspective. That's a great perspective too.
Yeah.
On
I
the Naziyah
said
Harris.
that more men
Okay.
need to. We need to hear more men's perspective on what's going on. We hear
Yeah.
about a lot of women. They want to say women is bitter and gonna take
That's it, Lola
sides and
Marie, as
all of
sick
that.
as
But
it
a
is. And
lot
I
of
hate
men
saying
need
it
to
out
speak
loud.
up and let people know this shit ain't okay.
Mhm.
You know,
It's
because
definitely not.
it
It's
is
definitely
a lot
not.
of men out here that's
Especially,
against it.
Yeah, Shank Rock is
yeah, it's a
definitely
lot of men.
yeah, moderator
Mhm.
tone. He's definitely against it and stuff like that. And I do see men in the chat speaking up and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And stuff like that.
No, I done had some kings call in who ain't with this type of fuck shit. And this is the thing, bro. See, men sometimes I understand they like simple, they laid back and shit. But see, I feel like sometimes when men ignore what another nigga is and just go on like it's like, well, you know what I'm saying? Long as that nigga ain't fucking with mine, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, it's almost kind of like you still contributing to it. Y'all niggas gotta make them niggas start feeling uncomfortable being like that, bro. Like, don't share a snack, a blunt, a basketball, nothing, man. You gotta X them niggas out, bro. Cause it's crazy as hell. Y'all do that shit for a snitch. Make it make sense. Y'all do that shit for a snitch. I ain't fucking with that nigga. That nigga ratting and shit. But you wouldn't fuck with a nigga that's a pedo? Like, yeah, I'm disappointed at the culture.
So
And that's
Incognito said
good.
Travis was not in love with Naziyah. He was only in love with himself. And you know, everybody see it different. It's not a thing where, you know, at the end of the day, whether you feel like that or they feel like this or I feel like this, it's not gonna change the fact that Jarvis is a monster.
Facts.
And
And that
I
she
can't be
still
saying it
missing.
allowed this to happen. So I want to stick to the facts of what's really important here, that, you know, she was in a house with a pedophile, and not just him, it was all that the house was full of monsters and stuff. And
Yeah,
that's
If
gonna
you're
bring
not part
up.
of the solution, you're a part of the problem.
there you
Facts.
go. Cause
So
they didn't like nobody in that house love that baby. There nobody. Because the actions that we hear in them texts on that stand, all that, ain't no way you ain't see none of that. I ain't going. Ain't no
like
way.
this is one question I just want everybody to do. I know we can't see each other and all of that, but I want everybody to raise their hand. Raise your hand, Miss Parker. Raise your hand. Just raise your
My
hand.
hand raised.
Okay, now raise it up higher. Raise it up all the way high as you can raise it. So why you ain't give yourself 100% the first time?
Mm,
It's about giving
mm,
yourself 100%.
mm,
I ask people that all the time.
Damn,
You
I
only
sure
give
did do
yourself
mine a little bit.
50%.
Damn, I supposed to went
mm-hmm,
straight up there.
100% all the time. Reach for that 100% all the time in life. And they not
That
doing that
makes
over
sense.
there. They not doing that over there.
mm-mm,
They not reaching for that 100%.
mm,
We
mm.
are. That's why we on here talking like we are. We reaching for that 100%.
Yeah, I think about it. Come on, let's be real. If Shannon did not have anything to do with this, it would almost be a relief for her to tell on Jarvis. Correct? I mean, let's think about it, right? This was a time when she was pregnant as well. All right? You know for a fact he was not only cheating on you, but he was cheating on with Naziyah. It was a combination of bitches. My nigga, this would have been a perfect way for you to say, fuck you, nigga. If you definitely knew something. Because, nigga, all the hurt, all of the shit that he put you through, my nigga, you have a chance to drag his ass to be damned. Why wouldn't you do that unless you involved? Because I know for a fact, like, as much as she don't probably want to admit it, Shannon was still a woman. And she was jealous of her niece. Facts. She was jealous of her niece. And I'm not saying that, you know what I mean, we can't speak to the character that Naziyah was, but we do know that she had to grow up fast. So we do know there was going to be certain shit that she was just going to naturally be smart about. Street smart about, bro. And you got to think about it, bro. You never know how bad conversations could have got between Shannon and Naziyah. And all I'm saying is that all it would have took is Naziyah saying something along the lines of, you just mad your baby daddy, you know what I'm saying, wanted me. Or you just mad that, you know what I'm saying, I'm about to have your baby daddy's baby. All it takes is something like that. And I'm not saying she did that. But I am not naive to not think that there has not been a situation where the youngins would go at it. You feel me? Like, I've been around some young girls and you'll be like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I almost went to jail. I almost went to jail on shawty. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why it's not far-fetched for Shannon to have snap, crackle, pop out that motherfucker. Because I'm trying to understand what would not make this girl say something unless she was involved. Because he not only hurt your baby. He hurt your niece. He hurt your sister's baby. You feel what I'm saying? And then it's like, what the fuck? I can't imagine what would make her not say nothing.
Amen.
And we gonna get it.
Bro, a teenager say that shit to you. These kids different.
I don't think that baby in Detroit. I think she on the outlines of Detroit.
I hope she's somewhere and don't want to come back with they weird asses. For real, for real.
I pray that too. I pray that baby, like, I just ain't finna deal with it no more. They gonna put me back with them people. I don't want to be with them people.
Yeah, I hope that with all my heart. But
I mean, Vari said after the fact that he knew that she was pregnant, but yeah, she knew because I think it slipped up in a conversation between Roxy and Vari. You know what I'm saying? They were saying that she was pregnant with a baby girl, but Roxy said that she just was referencing, like, you know, in general, not saying it was her baby girl. But Vari had mentioned it too. So according to the teacher earlier, she said that everybody knew that this girl was pregnant, including the grandmother. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I mean, it was really kind of hard to ignore. I mean, goddamn, all I had to do was look at one video and I could tell. Like, seriously, and I ain't never been around this girl a day in my life.
You know, like I say, they found everybody else. Why they can't find her? They even look for a white girl that they know run away all the time from the girls' home. They looked for her. The city of Dearborn put up 5,000 with Crime Stoppers, 5,000 to look for a runaway, and found her at a 60-year-old man's house in Inkster, Michigan. Yeah, but they put up money to look for a runaway, but they not looking for Detroit. Not putting up no money for Naziyah. You know, they didn't put up no money for the other little girl, London. They didn't put up no money for her either. But they put it up for a little white girl who was running away from a girl's home all the time.
I tell y'all that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because real nigga shit, we are really out here in these streets fighting for these babies. And they don't give a fuck about black and brown girls. They don't. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes what makes it a lot worse is because the families, you know what I'm saying, report incorrectly. Most of the time, these families is involved. So they calling these black and brown girls runaways. So now when a police officer is getting a report, they're not taking us serious. And that's why everybody got to be held accountable. Because this is how we're represented. As sad as it may seem, we can all be in these comments arguing each other down, bro. But one thing is still going to remain. If something happened to one of your kids, the cousins, your nephews, don't think that you're going to get the amount of press that Naziyah got. I swear to you. There's people right now, cases right now that we're doing behind the scenes. They have no headlights on it. It's babies fucking missing and nobody know nothing. Let that shit sink in. And that's why it's so important that we support the right shit. Because like, bro, it's happening in record. As we're talking right now, a little girl is getting hurt. A little boy is getting hurt as we talking right now. Then I want you to wait 25 more minutes and now understand that it's happening again. Yeah. And I want you to understand that most of the times, the people that look like us, y'all don't even know about it. Since Naziyah has went missing, you know how many other babies have went missing? Just in Indiana, Chicago, Detroit, just in the Midwest, 97. 97. Go Google it, please. Do it. I encourage you real bad. Because see, people don't understand the blessing that Naziyah got. For all of the headlights. I put up other stories, niggas don't watch them. Because they ain't tuned in to that because everybody's fixated. You can't be fixated on one. You can't do that shit. It's so many babies.
And found her alive at a 60-year-old man's house. So they not giving 100% either.
Auntie, I would like to see you here Friday. I'm having an interview with one of the family members of Naziyah Harris, you guys. Friday at 7:00. So it's gonna be a members only, just so I can keep my chat contained and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So yes, Marquita got him locked up, Erica. That's what happened. Let me let you up real quick because Shank Rock is gonna be going live soon. So y'all make sure y'all pull up with Shank Rock. Come on up, Britt. I'm dropping a link. But Auntie, always a pleasure. You always welcome her.
As well, this was a great video. Shout out to Miss Parker, man. She do some great work over there, man. Great due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all go over there and follow her. If you're not following her already, there was still a lot more video left. Make sure y'all go over there and watch the video in its entirety. Hey, man, I hope we get this shit together real bad, y'all. Y'all hold on real quick.